Israel, United States, and Saudis were operated over Saudi airspace. People know and understand the capabilities we bring. They know and understand the capabilities Israel brings to the fight. So several things happen. You have the Iranian attack on Abacut, on the Saudi oil fields in September 2019. Iran still doesn't claim attribution for that, but I think reasonable people can agree that it's probably Iran that did that attack, not the Houthis. That scared the Saudis because it exposed grave weaknesses in their defense and their ability to protect themselves. And other various attacks that Iran's carried on during this period all tended to focus attention on Iran. So the Abraham Accords bring Israel into the region diplomatically. Israel comes into the region in January 2021 as a member of Central Command. They come in as a nation state inside CENTCOM. What that allowed me to do then was, in the fall of 2021 and the spring of 2022, I was able to convene conferences of chiefs of defense. And I did this at Sharm el-Sheikh at the southern end of the Sinai Peninsula with the Israeli chief of defense, the Saudi chief of defense, and other chiefs of defense across the region. And given the changing nature of the threat, the imminence of the threat from Iran, the recognition that the United States and Israel had capabilities that they needed, everyone ultimately acts from a sense of self-interest. We shouldn't be ashamed to recognize that. They want what we've got, and they know that Iran is their major threat. So when we met, we talked about tactics, techniques, and procedures for air defense and missile defense in the region. And we saw a textbook perfect application of that in the Iranian attack on Israel, where you had nations shared early warning, tipping and queuing was shared, it was processed. We were able to operate Israel, United States, and Saudis were operated over Saudi airspace, over Jordanian airspace, possibly over other countries as well, and the Iranian attack failed. That is a huge event going forward. It's going to be a historical event. So that coalition, if you will, I don't want to oversell it, but that coalition going forward is, I think, very important to defending against the principal threat in the region, which I would argue is Iran, and its missile threat, its drone threat, and its land attack cruise missile threat. So the takeaway from that is, I think further normalization of ties between Saudi Arabia, Israel, and other Arab nations is going to happen. I can't speak to the pace. Gaza is a factor in that. You're all aware of that. But I don't think it will prevent it because the threat is Iran.